Okay, so I just watched Midsommar, and I'm still trying to figure out like what exactly did I just watch? What in the helly? What the helly did I just see? Guys, I will be talking about spoilers in this video. Spoilers are in this video, so if you have not seen the movie yet, Midsommar, go watch the movie and then come back and watch this review. All right. So this movie actually scared me. Not gonna lie, before I watched it, and I didn't want to see it. But I said, you know what? I think I think I can handle this movie now. You know, I've seen a lot of scary movies. And this wasn't scary. It was just disturbing, very gory, creepy. And I would not be surprised if this goes on right now in Sweden or just anywhere in the world. This is another crazy white occult movie. All right. So I finally got to watch it by myself, and I got some friends that love this movie. They're like, oh, this is my favorite movie of all time. I'm like, really? It was good. It was disturbing, but I ain't watching it again. Nope. It's all right. So it's about Florence Pugh, her character, and basically she's going through mental health issues, dealing with, you know, depression and anxiety, and turns out that her sister ends up unaliving herself and her parents, and she finds out the news what happened, and she just crumbles, falls apart, and just makes things worse for herself, you know. By the way, I don't like her boyfriend. The boyfriend in this movie is just annoying to me. I didn't care about him. He reminds me of some guys that I've met in the past. I'm just like, something ain't right with this guy. I'm like, why are you with him? Why he clearly does not want to be with you. Why are you with this guy, you know? I've seen a lot of women be with guys like this, and it's like, why are you with them? You see he doesn't want to be with you. Anyway, so him and his friends decided to take a trip to Sweden, because one of the guys in the group, he's from Sweden, and he came to visit America for, I think, college, and the black guy is doing a thesis on Sweden. So basically it's a vacation and like a college, you know, research thing as well. So she decides, you know, I'll just go join you guys, go on a little, you know, trip to Sweden. They go to Sweden, and, you know, it looks pretty nice there, I ain't gonna lie. Sweden is right next to Norway. It's where the Vikings were, right? I actually got a friend that lives not in Sweden, but she lives in that area in Europe, but it's close to Sweden, kinda. But they go there, meet some other people who are also there for a trip, and then immediately they start taking drugs. Like, there's so much drugs and sex in this movie, it's crazy. They start getting high, start seeing things that's not there. Florence Pugh's character, she's like spazzing out. She's just like, oh man, I gotta take a walk. She's like crying and stuff. And then the other guy, the redhead guy that was a Maze Runner, he's like, guys, why is it daytime? It's daytime. Why is it dark? And they're like, calm down, man, just calm down. I'm like, all you guys are just high. And I've never taken drugs. I don't want to, I don't plan to. I have friends and family who took psychedelics and whatnot, saying they see things, and you be like seeing stuff. You can have all that, no thank you. But yeah, they take the drugs, they get this whacked out, and let me see. By the way, I think this is like Florence Pugh's ritual movie. I believe that there are certain celebrities in Hollywood that are chosen to be like superstars, but they have to act in a certain movie or a role or something in order to get big. For example, the woman, what's her name, that played in The Menu and The Witch, Literally, what's her name? And she played in Split. Is it Anna? Is it Anna Joy? It's something like that. I think it's Anna Joy Taylor. Yeah, I think it's Anna Joy Taylor. Literally the first movie that brought her up, made her like rise to popularity, I would say, is The Witch. I've seen The Witch. That's another crazy Robert Eggers movie. It's good. But yeah, she's in there, and it's like, I question the things that she did in there. I question the things that Florence Pugh did in here. I don't know. It gives off like ritual movie. All right, so fast forward, and they meet up with the people that live in the area, the occult group, right? Telling them about the ways of their society, what they do, what they practice, and then, by the way, there's a guy in there from Gran Turismo. I saw him and I was like, oh, he's the guy from Gran Turismo, the movie. So, they meet with the people, telling them what they do, what they practice, their books, their history, stuff they do, and this is so weird. This movie is so weird and disturbing. Like, I knew it was going to be a lot, but I wasn't expecting this much. And just doing this video, just thinking about it, is like making me like kind of like sick and disturbed. I'm just like, I don't want to see this movie again. I don't want to see it again. So the people there, they share a house, right? And the guy's telling them that, yeah, we share this house until you hit 36, and then you basically like ages from birth to 36 is like your youth, right? So they all live in the same house, and then from 54 to 72 is like your mentor, and then after that, so they have like different stages of ages of what you're supposed to do in their little community, right? So there's a part where there's two old couple, and it's like they can't talk. They're like just, I don't know what they're doing, but they end up going to this cliff, and they jump, and they unalive themselves. And the way they show that woman, her face was all smashed, that was so disgusting. That was so just disturbing. And then the guy jumped, and his legs were crushed, and they all were yelling and screaming. And then the other guy came with a giant hammer and smashed his face in. I'm like, oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. And then Florence Pugh and the guys and whatnot, they all start going crazy. They're like, what's going on? They're like, why are you guys not doing anything? And they're like, no, it's okay. It's okay. This is what we do. We told you guys, this is our way of life. And basically, like, the way they view things is like, once you reach your old age, instead of living miserable and suffering, you just jump. And it's like, how do you, like, who are you to determine what age you're supposed to leave? I mean, only God knows that, right? So it's like, why do you have to die at 72? So that was crazy. And the way the face was all smashed up was so disgusting. I was like, ugh. And I know that has happened to people in real life who have done that to themselves, and it's, ugh. Anyway, so that happened. Florence Pugh's character, she's like freaking out. You got more drugs going on in this movie, and then they're taking these drinks. Listen, I don't trust these drinks, man. They're like, what's in this drink? Oh, it's just it's tea. Oh, it's spring water with some herbs. No, it's drugs. All right, they laced it with drugs. If I was there, I'd be like, I ain't drinking this. I know what this is. You're trying to drug me. So And when they drink the drinks, it's like they're just, what's going on? What's happening to me? No, thank you. Throughout the movie, certain people end up going missing. Their friends end up getting killed, and their face gets skinned. I'm just like, my gosh, this is ridiculous. You know, one guy gets his face peeled off and they use it as a mask, and then they freaking pull apart this one guy. His lungs were like, he's in the chicken coop. And I don't know if he's alive or dead, because I could have swore he was breathing. I'm like, how did they do that? It's like a butterfly way they did him. I'm like, these people are sick. Crazy white folks. Listen, I am not touching Sweden no time soon. I don't care how beautiful the women are, how nice it is. No, I ain't going to Sweden. Nope. After seeing this movie, whether it's real or not, I ain't going. And they do have a midsummer ritual in Sweden. It is a real thing. But I'm a young black man, so I gotta be careful. And I ain't going. Nope. But, you know, and of course the guy that they're friends with, he's in on it, you know. And there's a part where there's a girl that likes Florence Pugh's boyfriend, and then he eats her puke. I'm like, oh my gosh. He literally had her pubic hair in his mouth, and he drunk her period blood mixed with water or juice, whatever. So she wants to be with him. So that happened. There's a bear in here they capture. There's a game that they're playing, and Florence Pugh's character, she wins the game. She's the Maid Queen, I think. Yeah, the Maid Queen. I ain't gonna lie, Florence Pugh, the actress, she's low-key kind of fine. Before, I was like, I don't know. Now that I see her more and more, I'm like, nah, I like her. She's pretty. I seen her in Thunderbolts, Black Widow. Now this, I'm like, yeah, she's fine. I ain't gonna lie. But so that happened, and then there's a sex scene. This sex scene, I ain't gonna lie, was weird, funny, kind of good because what was in it. So basically, they drugged her boyfriend. He's naked, and he ends up having SCX with the girl that likes him. So they basically drug him so he can get her pregnant. And around her are the women watching them having SCX. And they're copying her moans. I'm like, what? And they're rubbing their boobs. They're all naked, washing them. And then this old woman comes behind him and pushes his butt into her. Yes. Go in deeper. Yes, harder. Yes, get her pregnant. Yes, deeper, harder. I'm like, what is this? What am I watching? I ain't gonna lie, I like the part with the woman rubbing their chest. Hey, I'm a straight man. I liked it. And they were fine. But them watching him do it with her was weird. It was weird. It was disturbing. And it got more disturbing when that old woman came behind him and was pushing him into her. And he finishes, and then she's like, oh, I feel it, the baby. I'm getting pregnant. But yeah, they're all moaning. And they're rubbing their boobs. I ain't gonna lie, this one chick, I said, wow. Gat. All I'll say is this. They got, some of them has some big jugs, milk jugs. That's all I'll say. But anyway, let me stay focused. So that was weird. And then Florence Pugh, she sees him having sex with her, and she's like, oh my gosh. And then she freaks out, and then she starts yelling and panicking, and then the woman with her start copying her. Ah, ah, oh, ah. I'm like, what? What is this? What is this? So they're copying hormones. The part where that, oh, by the way, so the part where her boyfriend's at the table and he's seeing things, he asks the old guy, hey, what's happening? And he just claps his hand. He's like, why'd you do that? And that was kind of funny. I didn't feel bad for him. He deserved it, man. I did not like her boyfriend. He was just annoying to me, and they should have been broke up. Towards the end, they put him in that bear suit that they killed the bear, and they burned him and the other people in this barn, and they all end up dying. And then Florence Pugh is like smiling at the end. So I guess she's happy that he's gone, that her past is gone. I don't know. And I guess she ends up living with these people. Listen. Oh, also they have a deformed person through incest. So they believe in that. Disgusting. Also, if you watched this movie in theaters, how did you feel? Because just watching it by myself, I got secondhand embarrassment. Especially with the sex scene. I don't see how you guys saw this in theaters with other people, man. Like, I would have felt embarrassed throughout the whole movie, especially that sex scene. I'm just like, my gosh. Yeah, that whole thing was just awkward. So awkward. No. By the way, I do like the flowers. I like how the flowers look, they look pretty. I ain't gonna lie. The flowers look pretty. Alright. And I thought it was creepy how they show how, like, Florence Pugh's character, she saw, like, grass coming through her feet. That was crazy. But yeah, the flowers look pretty to me. I need water because it's hot. Overall, this movie gets a 9 out of 10. I'm not watching it again. It's creepy, disturbing, and yeah, that's it. So that's it. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Midsommar is creepy. Peace.